Good morning, student. Myself, Hansa, of your science teacher. Today, we will start the remaining topic of chemical reaction and equation. In previous class, as we already discussed about the oxidation reaction, reduction reaction, redox reaction, that will that already explained in previous class. But some point at that time you did not note it, and I write it here. Before starting the topic, today's topic, corrosion and acidity, I have to explain one or two points related to the previous class and be attentive. As you know what is oxidizing agent, in previous class you know it very well. Means agent which has ability to give something. For example, traveling agent means able to give the chance to travel, means he can provide the ticket to you. Ability to give ticket. Therefore, they open the office and we will receive that ticket. Means something who has in one's hand and able to give that substance to other who has able to give the substance, that one is that one is agent. But here agent is which one is oxidizing agent, means the substance or compound which can give something. Here what can be either give oxygen or can remove the hydrogen. Some drawbacks are there, means which itself जो अपने आप which itself being oxidized to other and itself get reduced is known as oxidizing agent. And reducing agent just the reverse of this one, which cannot give the oxygen. One cannot give the oxygen, which cannot give the oxygen, but able to take the oxygen. From whom? From the oxidizing agent. Means the reducing agent, which one is get oxidize itself, means which receive the oxygen. For example, the traveling agent give the ticket to the customer. Customer receive some things, but the customer is not able to able to register. Same as reducing agent is gain the oxygen from which? From the oxidizing agent. It means the substance or the compound which able to take the oxygen but it has not removed, but from here and provide the hydrogens which reduce other mean oxygen take away from other but itself get oxidized. Means for example at here we will take copper oxide plus hydrogen, that is copper plus oxygen by water. This copper oxide which has oxygen, it means it has ability to give. Like your parents, they have ability to give money to you, and we the son receive the money. Here similarly, the copper oxide has oxygen, therefore it has ability to give oxygen. It is oxidizing agent, means lose oxygen. Able to give oxygen means lose oxygen and give to whom? This copper oxide is converted into copper, means it give the oxygen to whom? Hydrogen. Hydrogen receive the oxygen. Therefore hydrogen is the reducing agent and copper is the oxidizing agent. For example, we can say, as I already explained, father give money to the son, father is the agent which has able to give because he has money. And one can receive, that will be reducing agent. Same example, CuO is the oxidizing agent because it has oxygen and has able to give oxygen, and hydrogen will receive the oxygen, therefore it is reducing agent. It helps to get reduced copper oxide into copper and itself get oxidized into hydrogen. Therefore, copper oxide is oxidizing agent and hydrogen is reducing agent. These we have already discussed in previous classes, but here we will start the new topic. Have you seen around us so many objects are there? For example, I am taking one example. Just to tell me, if you take the new iron piece, which is very shiny, having the very shiny surfaces, when we kept in the moist air, what is the meaning of moist air? Can you explain me moist air? Moist air. Here is moist air. What is the meaning of moist air? When we kept that iron substance in moist air, what will happen? Here moist air means presence of water in the atmosphere. Presence of water in the atmosphere means water and oxygen both are present, and the percentage depend upon the humidity. What happened after some time to that iron piece? Can you tell me? If you place an iron substance which is completely new and having shiny surface kept in the moist air, what will you observe after few days on that iron substance? What will you will observe? Just carry on. You will observe that the color of that iron particle is changed and it form a brown powder on its surface. Why? Because that iron particle react with the air in presence of water and get itself oxidized, and that iron particles get damaged, means property of that iron particle reduced. Sometime it's happen, the parents tell to the student, don't go outside, don't mix with the bad people. Why? They become like corrode. Their habit will be going on, not improving. It means they will also being corrode, they will also being destroyed. Same as when iron particle is placed in moist air, that will become corrode, mean destroyed, and the property of that iron, like the property characteristic of that guy sun, will become destroyed. Characteristics will destroy. Similarly, iron will get destroyed and the strength of the iron will get reduced, and after some time the matter will get destroyed. It will take some time. This is known as corrosion, means slow destruction. Slowly it will get damaged, property will get reduced. Same as the characteristic of the sun will get destroyed, When the iron particle come in the contact with the moist air, moist air means in presence of water, in presence of oxygen, the when iron particle come or interact with the environment, it being destroyed, damaged, this process is known as corrosion. And corrosion of some metal we can specify. Some metal in which one is silver, which is very shiny in color. When silver come in contact with the moist air, which contain also different gas, not only air and oxygen, and also the composition of different gases. Then the silver article, silver substance, silver element will get damaged. It will get damaged by forming a layer over it, and the layer of the color will be black. It means silver being corroded, and by coating a black color over it, and that name of black color over the silver is known as silver sulfide. Why its name is silver sulfide means silver only react with hydrogen sulfide in the air, and there is no other effect of oxygen carbon dioxide on silver. It react only the silver sulfide which is present in the atmosphere and form a black substance is known as silver sulfide. It means we can say if the silver being corroded, then its color will be black, and that black substance name is silver sulfide. And when the copper, which is brown in color, when it interact with the environment in the atmosphere, it react with carbon dioxide, oxygen and water. The gas like carbon dioxide, water vapor and oxygen, these will react with the copper and form a greenish layer over the copper, and the copper become corroded. It means the copper being corroded by forming a greenish layer over it, which was brown in color, and after corrosion its color will be green, and that name of the green compound substance is known as copper carbonate, copper hydroxide, which corrode the copper. And iron, you know it very well. Iron, which was very shiny, when interact with the air, react with oxygen and water, it give a brown substance over it, and that brown substance is hydrated ferric oxide. That means iron get damaged if brown substance, brown layer form on the iron. These are the three examples. Black coating of the silver, silver sulfide. When silver react with hydrogen sulfide, it give a black. This is the black in color. Black in color. And now green coating on the copper, that will be copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. Rusting of iron, hydrated ferric oxide, which is brown in color, that will be dot X, this one Fe2O3 dot X H2O. Here it is mentioned Fe2O3 dot H2O. What is the meaning of dot H2O? And what is the valency of this iron at here? Can you tell me what is the valency of iron at here? Carry on. Tell me what is the valency of iron and what is the meaning of H2O. This valency of iron is 3. It means we say is, what is the name of ferric or ferrous? Tell me what is the name of this, ferrous or ferric? Its name is ferric. And this water XH2O, it depends on the water present in the air, mean moist air. And H2O represent, what is H2O represent? Mean hydrated. Hydrated. Hydrated means water is present in iron oxide, and this quantity of H2O, please tell me, may be same H2O or it may be increase or decrease. Savas, it may increase or decrease. It may be changed. So therefore, we generally put X. It means why this will be vary. It depends on the humidity. If humidity means presence of water will more, then X value will be more. If humidity is less, then X will be less. Then we found the result that if presence of water in the atmosphere is less, then it takes time to corrode. When the water present in the atmosphere is more, then it take time fast, easily to corrode, take less time to corrode. And now, how we can prevent the corrosion? And now the sun बिगड़ गया, then what we do? We have to keep inside the room and we have to watch regularly. And some appraises and carries ink point given to him. So same as how we can prevent the corrosion. Before, but first is oiling and greasing. When we oil it or grease it, then layer of oxide will not attack to the metal. If we will not allow the son or daughter to mix to the other at the outside bad people, bad student, then there will be no destroyed. We put the oil or grease to prevent the mixing of oxygen, reacting of the gases to that metal. And second point is painting. We just paint, make a layer over the metal. And then galvanization. What is the meaning of galvanization? Galvanization. It is particularly used to prevent the iron particle. GI pipe, galvanized iron, prevent the corrosion of iron by coating a layer of zinc over it. Means we use zinc metal coating over the iron article. Then the corrosion of iron can be prevented. Galvanization is the process, means we can say the coating of zinc layer over an iron piece. And now tell me the electroplating and alloying. I think you have done in junior class. Tell me, what is electroplating according to the name, plate, and alloying? Carry on. What is electroplating? Electroplating means passing of electric current. Plating means coating of any other metal over the other. Means coating of a less reactive metal over the more reactive metal by passing of electric current. For example, have you seen artificial jewelry which we have seen in the market? That will be the coating of one metal over the other. then we can prevent the corrosion. And such is alloy. Can you give me example of alloy? Steel is the alloy of iron. Means some other substance is added to it. Some metal and non-metal added to it to improve their property. And this alloying is come from the word alloy. Alloy, what is alloy? Means intermixing या homogeneous mixture of two or more metal or non-metal to improve the property of that particular element metal. Iron in pure form is very soft, or it can be brittle. Soft means it will, when you throw at a height, then it will break. Therefore, some substance added to it and make steel and usable, like chromium, nickel, carbon. These elements are added to iron to make it hard, to make it from the corrosion. Anti-resistance from the corrosion. This way we can prevent the corrosion. Now tell me, what is the disadvantage of corrosion? Just tell me. If the corrosion will be more and more, then what will happen? Check it. Have you seen? If this corrosion having some limitation, disadvantage, what are the disadvantages? Iron particles, where they are used, they get damaged, like in making a bridge and body of car, iron railing, and in ship, where the iron is used, that will get corrode, and which damage that object, and this will be destroying of large amount of money, wastage of large amount of money of a particular person or a country. Therefore, it is very harmful for daily life. So, before being corrode, we have to protect it. And second point, have you seen nowadays the food which contain fats, I think you know, which has large amount of energy. If you put oily and fatty foods in open atmosphere, what will happen? And like namkeen, have you seen? If it kept in open air, what will happen? क्या होगा? Just tell me. After some time, after few days, in cooked food, oily food, means after 2 or 3, 4 hours, and in namkeen, after 1 or 2 days, the taste and the smell of that food will completely changed. Means the food and that namkeen become rancid. Means change in the taste or change in the smell. It means the food which contain fat and oil become destroyed, become oxidized, which is not eatable. That is known as rancidity. Means oxidation of oily and fat food, when taste and smell will completely change and the food become rancid, and this phenomena is known as rancidity. And how we can again prevent it, this rancidity? We can using antioxidant to prevent it from oxidation. We have to give used antioxidant which block the oxidation of that oily and fat food, and that antioxidant will BHA and BHA and BHT. This is the short form of antioxidant. And these are the synthetic, but the natural oxidant we can also use by using vitamin C and vitamin E. And these antioxidants prevent the food from oxidized. And why they oxidize? Because they easily come in the contact with the oxygen and reaction will take place and the taste and smell will change. So therefore we are using the antioxidant. And we have to use airtight container. Why we are using airtight container? Means there is no air inside that container, it means no oxygen is present. If there is no oxygen is present, then what happened? No oxidation will take place. No oxidation take place means the food will not become rancid. And then slow down the oxidation by reducing the temperature. Sometimes we put inside the fridge where the temperature is comparatively low. That means we can prevent the rancidity by reducing the process of oxidation. Means it takes time to oxidize. And the last one is nitrogen gas. Now you have seen chips, kurkure, lays. Sometimes you have seen we purchase the kurkure of rupees 20 and we shake it. What happened? What happened? And thus this packet is swelled, so in shape of swell up, fluffy. They are flushed. Why? And the kurkure and chips and the quantity is, not tell me, quantity is less. Yeah, that packet is completely filled with the kurkure. Now tell me. And why it is? When we shake it will look like that it is half filled. Now tell me, what are the reason behind it? You have to find it. Can you solve it? No. You solved it. I am just explaining. You have to find out the answer why that packet is half filled of Lays or kurkure. But to prevent it from you have to find your answer. Why they are half filled? When the chips manufacturer generally used nitrogen gas inside that packet, because nitrogen gas is act as a inert gas, means no reaction will take place within that Lays or kurkure or chips. If any leakage will be possible in packet, then oxygen enter to that chips and the chips will become oxidized. We generally used, many chips manufacturer use nitrogen gas which is inert gas and prevent it from rancid. And this chapter is now over. Thank you. Be safe at home.